I started this grade from UCP. One of my friends asked me what school I go to. I told him it's special needs for different disabilities to help them to survive in their new life. Different from UCP, my old school, they're more helping than my other school. For me, they can show me how to help people and start a new life. The math help us to measure the wall and length to have a size or small or big. Sometimes spring break, summer or winter break, I help volunteer to help them do stuff. My successful is when I finish my high school, because as we all together we celebrate. I'm grateful to UCP.
Becca was an adorable baby. She was so sweet, always such a good child. She didn't talk until she was 4. She started having seizures when she was about 11 months old and was having them frequently, so she went on medication. We had her enrolled in a preschool for children with disabilities in New Jersey. We came down here to Florida and we went to Disney, and when we were there, she said her first sentence because she saw Pluto and she said, "My puppy," which isn't really a sentence. And so, but then she came back to school and she told her teacher, "I saw Belle," and that was when she started to talk. So we always said that Disney and Florida were therapy. Her diagnosis was epilepsy, and she also had learning disabilities, and she's been seizure-free since 2012.
I would say it was rough because you would try to learn something and then you totally forget it, and it wasn't really easy. And then besides me being shy, it was harder to make friends.
We were told she was going to be mainstreamed in middle school, which was frightening to us because we knew that she wouldn't be able to keep up with the pace and that it was just going to be a disservice to her. So at that point, we still didn't know about UCP, so I homeschooled her for 2 years. We knew for high school that she was going to need something different, and I was researching and I found UCP and I was so grateful. It was such a blessing to have such amazing teachers.
It was a lot different going through classes to classes, meeting new teachers, new people. But they did great. I liked all of them.
She has always been the hardest worker I know. She would wake up without any prompting and be on the computer exactly at 8 o'clock and work through the day and do her homework without being asked, and just the best student I ever met.
I like to cook. I still like to cook, but I used to have a mini kitchen in my room. Throughout school, I did work at a restaurant that's not there anymore, but I always like to be in the kitchen, work with other people. So I found the hotel, and it's great. So I would say that it's not always what you're gonna think you're gonna be, and just follow your heart, follow your dreams.
The high school that I went to, I didn't really have a good experience, but UCP was a much better experience than the high school I went to. I started working with kids in Mrs. Lawson's classroom. It was an internship that was part of the college transition program when I was at UCP. I was helping one of the students with their math work, and then just by doing that just made me feel good every day. And then I progressed into the kitchen. It was more I got, and then I wasn't familiarized, but then eventually I learned how to cook the food, the custodian job, and then it was Mr. Tom was offering. I developed a friendship with him and then communication with him, and he said, "You want a custodian job?" And it's we have an opening. It's this, you don't have to, I have a kind of a passion. It's more of a superpower now. So now anything that at home, I can clean it with ease. So, and then now I just use this as a superpower.